About 32.5% eat healthy food every day, and myself try to also. There's a lot of people in this world that think just because they eat an apple or they eat a banana a day that they're completely healthy. And there's a lot more to that. And eating healthy is found several different ways, and you can do it several different ways. You don't have to diet to become healthy or anything. But on my first source, I found on the internet through the CDC that proper nutrition promotes the right growth and development of children, and it helps them to be able to progress and to grow faster than what they should, and it helps them maintain their weight also to help obesity. And that's also why in schools that children get at least one like banana or one apple on their tray, because it helps the cafeteria prove that they're eating healthy, even though everything else on their tray may not be healthy. And poor diet can also increase the risk for lung cancer, stomach cancer, prostate cancers, and several other different cancers that I haven't listed. From my personal experience, soda and fast food is definitely how I completely stopped and became more healthier, I think. And I'm also working on, eating greens more and eating more vegetables in my food than rice and broccoli's more healthy. But noodles, because that turns into fat. Soda, I've completely took soda out of my whole drinking habit. And I drink like juice, sweet tea, even though it has sugar in it, it's still better than caffeinated soda. And water, a lot of water, because that helps with, regulating through your system. And fast food. I used to eat out fast food constantly, all the time. And I used to think it was okay, fast food's fast food, people cook it the way we cook it at home, which isn't true. I've worked at a fast food restaurant, and it's nothing but grease, and everything's cooked in grease. And like burger patties and stuff, it's still cooked on the stove, which produces grease. And like your fries are cooked in grease, everything except for salads. And most people don't think about eating salads every time they go to a restaurant. So that's really helped, and eating more home cooked meals helps with all of the healthy eating. From Shape Magazine, I found that eating apples is completely different than what people say. People say it keeps the doctor away. Well, not necessarily, but it can keep you off of prescription drugs. And it'll help regulate your system so you don't have to take as many prescription drugs, into where it fights off all of the bacteria and all this nasty stuff in your system. It says in the article from Shape Magazine that it is proved nationally by the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey. About 30% of people eat apples, and some people don't like the taste, or it breaks their tooth, and then after that they just don't want to try them again. Maintaining weight is kind of hard, and the only way you can maintain weight is easily by healthy eating. And healthy eating is kind of harder for people to get into, because for me, the first time, it was very hard, and I wasn't used to it, and I was always wanting to eat. And you have to learn how to proportion your meals too with the healthy eating, because it's not going to help if you just sit there and you eat 3 times a day, but you barely eat anything. It's proven that it's easier to eat maybe like 4 or 5 meals a day, but eat it smaller portions to where it fills you up longer, and you don't eat so much 3 times a day like you normally would. And make sure you always eat your breakfast. That is the most important thing. Most people say, oh, I have to eat cereal or eggs for breakfast. No, it's just because when you wake up in the morning, it helps your body maintain and to break down all your enzymes to become and produce less fat. Maintaining weight, being off prescription drugs, and more energy is a lot more easier than most people think it is. It's mostly contained by healthy eating. And healthy eating, to me, has become a more important part of my life. And I've always wanted to, go down on my weight. And I'm finally being able to. And it's a lot easier with all these things that I looked up from the internet. My personal experience, I can say, has changed a lot. And Shape magazines. There's also numerous different kinds of sources out there that can help you if you wanted to maintain weight and become more healthy when you eat instead of eating a whole bunch of this greasy, unhealthy foods.